Right now, there is a lot of talk about utilizing AI to generate characters that can help your brand or some other brand make tens of thousands of dollars. But one of the things that I don't hear enough people talking about is whether or not that AI generated image is actually a real person or a made up image that is generated out of nothing. A lot of times you can utilize AI and say, I want to make an image that looks like this person. And so the AI generator is supposed to generate something that looks similar, but not necessarily the real person. But what happens when the AI is utilized to generate something that it's supposed to be, but actually is? Let's take a look.
Off seniors. When I applied, I figured it would be the typical complicated mess. $1,000. I gave it straight to my son. He's been struggling, and I knew it could help with some of his bills. The look on his face was priceless. This isn't some loan. It's legitimate money, completely tax-free, with zero payback required. And while life insurance drags their feet for months with excuses, this benefit delivers when your family actually needs it.
So let's talk about this image right here. This is actually a former client of mine. Her name is Karen Flowers, and she's actually a trichologist. She sells hair products that are designed to help you regrow your hair from the inside out. She does not advertise insurance at all, life insurance, benefits, or anything of the sort. So when she found out that there was an image of her being utilized to advertise a brand, product slash service, she was absolutely aghast. Now, here's the thing: what we can reasonably deduce from this is that potentially the company involved may have used an AI generator to generate an image. They probably either had an example or they just asked for an image that looks like this. And the AI most likely pulled up an image of my former client. Yes, she's also a really good friend of mine. She's an amazing woman. Definitely follow her brand, Curl House, here on YouTube or on Instagram. And this image was probably taken from one of her YouTube pages. So my guess is that the AI generator scoured the internet for an image that looked like the image that was requested for the ad. Because this looks like an ad on YouTube. They pulled in this image and they added in a different voice because that's not her voice. That's what's so crazy about this. So someone sends this image to my friend and she's like, "What is this?" So she posts this on her Instagram. It says, "This is not me. AI stole my likeness. Help me to report it. If you see the ad on YouTube, DM at Curl House, the URL link, and then share this." I don't really see a lot of traction on this topic because I kind of feel like a lot of people are so frenzied about the amount of money that AI can absolutely make you. And it absolutely can. But I think that we also need to have a conversation about whether or not the AI generated images are actually generated and not actually pulled from some source on the internet. And now it's being utilized for some purpose other than what the actual person has put their likeness out there for. My friend slash client. So here she is advertising her business, but her likeness is being used to advertise someone else's business. So, what should she do in this instance? And whose fault is it? Is it the fault of the company for not double checking to find out if the AI generated image, well, potentially AI generated image, because that's literally the only other way that we can see this happening? Are they at fault for maybe neglecting to figure out if this was an actual real person or not? Or is it the blame or the fault of the AI generator? Because that's likely where the image came from. So, where is the fault and where are the qualifiers, the quality assurance that says, oh, this is an actual generated image and not necessarily a real person? Where is the monitoring? What's happening with that? And how do we rectify this? And I would love to see a lot more people talking about it because I just kind of feel like it's so easy to hop online and say, this is how you can make another $10,000 per month. And absolutely you can. I'm quite sure you can. But what if you find out that the AI generated image that you are utilizing is actually a real person? That person could end up potentially suing you for use of their likeness to sell a product or a service that they don't have any affiliation with. What is the protocol involved? And for my friend, the question is, what's being done to stop this? Because if the ad is on YouTube, now the question becomes, what is YouTube going to do about these types of images being out there of people who have absolutely no idea that their likeness is potentially being used? Furthermore, if the image was indeed pulled from one of her YouTube videos, because again, she was a client of mine, I am the person who literally walked with her through the creation and the development of her YouTube channel. And now she's completely blown up and she's doing her own thing and she's doing really well. What does YouTube actually do in this instance to protect the creators from having their image taken by some AI generated platform that thinks that, oh, I'm pulling in an image that's to be used. Now it's being given to a company to utilize to advertise their products and services back on YouTube. What is going to be the resolution as we move forward in this new age of AI generated characters? It's all fun and games until you find out that the AI generated image that you are using is indeed a real person. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. What should be done? How do we get this video taken down? We're still trying to figure that out. And then how do we make sure that our images aren't being out there utilized for some other purpose other than what we intended it for, right? So that's a little concerning for me. And it probably should be concerning to a lot of people. I'm not an alarmist by any means, but I just feel like I see the benefits absolutely of utilizing AI generated characters. It calls into question, what do we do to protect ourselves and the companies that are utilizing these images in the future? And what does YouTube do to protect us who are creating content on the platform so that it doesn't happen in the future? These are just questions I want to know the answers to. Just as a fellow creator, as someone who is encouraging people to get out on YouTube, these are some things that we need to think about. So, with that being said, this doesn't happen all the time. I'm sure this is not a regular occurrence, but because it did come up with a specific former client of mine, I did think that it was important for us to have a conversation about it on this channel because people need to know. And we also need to be able to recognize that this probably isn't limited to YouTube. It's probably any social media platform, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. What do we do? Definitely check out any of the videos that are in circulation. Also, be sure to check the links in the description so that you can also join our membership, where we do walk with you hand in hand, show you how to start and grow your YouTube channel utilizing digital products, services, affiliate links, and the like. I'll catch you in the next video.